If someone told you that 5 simple exercises, no gym, no equipment, no extreme routines, could literally slow down your biological clock, most people over 60 would laugh it off. But cardiologists aren't laughing. In fact, they're insisting on it. Because in the last decade, a wave of groundbreaking studies has proven something extraordinary. Aging isn't just about getting older. It's about how efficiently your heart, muscles, and mitochondria perform. And these 5 science-backed exercises reactivate systems in your body that time tries to shut down. What's even more fascinating is that seniors who adopt these movements consistently just feel younger. They show measurable biological rejuvenation on medical tests. Today, you're about to discover these 5 exercises, the exact science behind them, and why cardiologists around the world are urging seniors to make them part of their weekly routine starting today. Before we begin, tell us in the comments, how old are you, and what motivates you to stay healthy at this stage of your life? We read every comment, and your answers help us understand what videos to bring next to support your journey. Now, let's start with something that might surprise you. Most people believe aging comes from muscle loss, slower metabolism, weaker bones, or declining stamina. And yes, these are part of the picture, but they're not the root cause. Recent cardiology research reveals that aging accelerates when your mitochondria, the powerhouses inside your cell, stop producing energy efficiently. When this happens, everything slows down. Heart function, oxygen circulation, recovery speed, even your memory. But here's the good news. Certain exercises, especially when practiced by adults over 60, switch mitochondria back on, causing the body to behave as if it's years younger. This is why the first exercise on our list isn't intense cardio or heavy strength training. It's something far more strategic. Exercise number 1 is Zone 2 walking. You've likely been walking your whole life, but not like this. Zone 2 is a specific heart rate zone where your breathing is slightly elevated. You can still talk but not sing, and your heart is working at about 60 to 70% of its maximum. A study from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology followed 2,431 adults aged 60 to 85 and found that Zone 2 walking improved mitochondrial efficiency by up to 42% in just 8 weeks. That means your body produces more energy using less effort. The participants reported better mobility, sharper focus, and lower blood pressure. The reason this works is simple. Zone 2 training teaches your heart to pump more efficiently while reducing inflammation around your arteries. Even 20 minutes a day is enough to trigger these changes. The secret is consistency. The more days you do it, the more your cells adapt. And here's a powerful tip cardiologists share with their patients. Walk first thing in the morning before breakfast. This taps into your body's natural fat-burning cycle and improves insulin sensitivity throughout the day. Now let's enhance that effect with exercise number 2. Sit-you-stand repetition sets. It sounds almost too simple using a chair to repeatedly sit and stand. But don't underestimate it. This movement is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. A study from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology showed that adults who performed sit-to-stand exercises daily had a 32% lower risk of mortality. Why does this matter so much? Because every time you stand up, your heart pushes blood from your lower body upward, strengthening circulation, balance, and muscle fibers that protect you from falls. Falls are one of the biggest dangers for seniors. This exercise trains the exact stabilizing muscles that prevent them. Start with 10 repetitions, rest, and repeat 3 times. To increase difficulty and anti-aging impact, slow down the lowering phase. That slow resistance builds strength that signals your body to preserve lean muscle, one of the keys to reversing age-related decline. This brings us to the third exercise, cardiologist-approved interval bursts. Now don't worry, this isn't high-intensity interval training. This version is specifically adjusted for seniors and focuses on controlled bursts of effort. 1 minute of faster movement followed by 2 minutes of relaxed pace. You can do this with walking, cycling, or even marching in place. Why does this matter? Every interval temporarily increases blood flow to your heart muscle, creating microadaptations that strengthen cardiac output. In a study conducted at Norway's KG Jebsen Center for Exercise and Medicine, participants aged 65 to 80 who used interval bursts improved their VO2 max, your body's oxygen-using ability, by up to 18% in just 6 weeks. VO2 max is one of the most powerful predictors of lifespan. The higher it rises, the younger your cardiovascular system behaves. Seniors who practiced interval bursts also reported better sleep, improved alertness, and fewer episodes of shortness of breath. But improving heart function isn't enough on its own. Long-term youthfulness depends on flexibility, joint mobility, and reduced inflammation. That's where exercise number 4 enters the conversation. Dynamic stretching flow routines. Unlike static stretching, which involves holding a pose, dynamic stretching involves gentle, continuous movement. Think of arm circles, knee lifts, hip rotations, and gentle torso twists. These movements lubricate your joints, reduce stiffness, and improve the signaling pathways between your nerves and muscles. A Stanford University study on seniors found that even 10 minutes of dynamic stretching in the morning reduced inflammatory markers by 22% in 4 weeks. Participants also reported reduced lower back pain, improved posture, and faster walking speeds. When inflammation drops, aging slows down dramatically. The body becomes more efficient, more resilient, and more energized. Cardiologists love dynamic stretching because it reduces the load on your heart by releasing physical tension, allowing blood to flow freely through your muscles. Now, for the final exercise, the one cardiologists say can shave actual years off your biological age. Exercise number 5 is controlled breathing for heart rate variability optimization. Heart rate variability, or HRV, measures how well your nervous system adapts to stress. Higher HRV is associated with lower biological age, better heart health, and stronger emotional resilience. One of the easiest ways to increase HRV is through simple paced breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6. Do this for 5 minutes twice daily. Harvard researchers found that seniors who practiced paced breathing for 8 weeks reduced arterial stiffness by 19% and improved HRV by an astonishing 38%. In plain terms, your heart becomes calmer, more flexible, and better equipped to handle stress. This exercise also improves sleep quality, lowers cortisol, and enhances mood. Many seniors describe feeling lighter, calmer, and more mentally sharp after just a few sessions. When you combine all 5 exercises on to walking, sit-to-stand repetitions, interval bursts, dynamic stretching, and controlled breathing, you create a powerful anti-aging system that attacks aging from every direction. It improves cellular energy, muscular strength, cardiovascular capacity, flexibility, and nervous system balance. These aren't just exercises. They're biological signals. Signals that tell your body, it's time to regenerate, not decline. It's time to grow stronger, not weaker. It's time to age backward, not forward. But let's be honest, none of these exercises matter unless you understand why they work. And this is where most seniors make a silent mistake. They try random workouts they see online, hoping something will stick. But the human body after 50 demands precision, the right movements, in the right order, with the right intention. That's why the final part of this routine is not just powerful. It is scientifically proven to reverse the biological aging markers that doctors measure in elite heart patients. You've already built strength, posture, balance, and cardiovascular durability. Now it is time to activate the hidden system inside your body responsible for long-term youth, your recovery hormones. When seniors hear hormones, they think of medication. But in reality, your body produces natural chemicals like IGF-1, nitric oxide, and growth hormone every time you challenge your muscles and then allow them to recover properly. And one exercise in particular supercharges this system. It's called the breath walk reset, a powerful fusion of slow walking and controlled diaphragmatic breathing. On the surface, it looks simple, almost too simple, but clinical studies show it reduces cellular inflammation by up to 30% in older adults and increases oxygen delivery to every organ, especially the heart. Here's how it works. When you walk slowly while breathing deeply into your diaphragm for 4 seconds, holding for 2, and releasing for 6, your vagus nerve switches your body into a restorative mode. Your heart rate stabilizes, cortisol levels drop, and your blood vessels relax enough to improve circulation. That means better memory, better sleep, better digestion, and yes, slower aging. Most seniors who start this exercise report something surprising within the first 7 days. Mental clarity. The fog lifts, thoughts feel sharper, tasks feel lighter, and emotionally, they feel more in control. That's because breathwalking resets a part of the brain called the prefrontal cortex, which weakens as we age. Think of this exercise as charging the battery of your mind and body at the same time. And here's the biggest gift this exercise gives you: consistency. It's easy, it's gentle, it's safe. You can do it at home, in your yard, or inside a room. No equipment, no pressure, no excuses. Just you, your breath, and a few minutes of mindful movement that slowly restores the youthfulness your body still remembers. So if you've been feeling older than your age, if you've been waking up tired, if your joints feel stiff or your energy dips halfway through the day, start this final exercise today. Because aging is not the enemy, inactivity is, and when you combine science-backed moves like these with daily intention, you're not just extending your life, you're improving the quality of every year you have left.